Hello, hello. It is your boy Brandon from Audio Addiction. If you are new here, I am new to K-pop, and I have my two lovely co-hosts, Alex and Therese. How you guys doing on this Wednesday?
Sleep
Hello.
deprived.
Sleep. There we go. Well, we're very excited with a landslide victory. GFRIEND and VV VVZ. Is that correct?
VIVIZ.
VVZ crushed it. So we decided to do them, and then our guys group is still it's we have Shiny in the lead right now, but I did see
And Hypin
Enhypen.
is
Enhypen's
creeping
close,
up
creeping up. Yeah.
pretty hard.
So if you like Enhypen, maybe it's time to shine now. If you want them, but I know also Shiny we've been dying to do for a long time. So just
I
make your
voted
Yeah.
for
voice known.
Shiny.
I didn't
So
vote for either Enhypen or Shiny. I voted for
ooh,
Icon
Ooh.
I
because
think
I
I
want to
also voted for Icon.
because I want to see Bob. I listened to that Bobby solo stuff, and I was like, I want to hear where he came from.
All right. Everybody hanging out on Twitch. What's up? Youthful Gondo.
Yeah,
Thanks
what's
for
going
coming
on?
back.
Yeah,
Sweetly. Thanks for the resub.
yeah,
Gondo. Thanks for the resub. Thank you guys.
Thanks for the
yeah.
love for
Thank
the
you.
17 videos.
Uh.
I have like a ton of B-sides now if we wanted to do a part 4.
Ooh. Okay. People are definitely asking for the part 4.
Oh, yeah,
Over like 12 requests
yeah. We
for
got a lot.
one song. And
Yeah,
then
I
like,
did see that.
yeah, there's a
Uh.
lot. There's
There's
a
a
lot.
lot. Yeah,
Sally, thanks for hanging out. We're
yeah.
excited
Thank
to
you.
get into GFriend. So I guess a little context for anyone tuning in or checking the video out. We ran a poll. It was pretty unanimously decided that we check out GFriend, and I included GFriend and VVZ sort of in the same um, video series because VVZ is a group that formed after GFriend's disbandment with GFriend members. So there's a pretty obvious tie. So I thought it would be best to go through GFriend, their career, their discography, a couple B sides.
Ooh,
Um, None of the Japanese stuff, unfortunately, but and then once we finish that, we will get into the more current stuff with the VVZ members and what they're currently doing.
very cool. Very cool.
I think we have so far like 22 songs total. We're gonna split it in half. Obviously, we can't sit here for 8 hours and do 22 songs, but we'll see how far we can get. Probably about half of that today.
Yeah, most likely. So very excited.
Hot Take Tay, thanks for tuning in. Justice for GFriend, one of the greatest groups of third gen, one of the best in K-pop. Period. Yeah, definitely. I'm sure we'll have a minor conversation about the whole Justice for GFriend,
Oh,
but to be honest, I don't think myself or Therese are experts on GFriend, and Brandon's never listened to them. So as much as this is like a deep dive, we're gonna be figuring some stuff out on the way and kind of um, hearing some songs probably for the first times ourselves. I'm assuming Therese, right?
Yeah, I definitely hadn't checked out a lot of their earlier stuff, but I really liked what I have heard.
oh,
Yeah.
And just to set the mood for like when before we started streaming, I was like looking up the members and stuff and sharing it. And Alex is like, "Yeah, I don't know any of the non-G friend members." And I was like, "You mean VVZ?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "The only one I know is Unbi." And he's like, "Unbi? You mean Unha?"
We
I'm like,
were
"Yeah,
having a little bit. We were having
yeah."
some brain farts before getting started here. It was
oh
We're
was a
no.
just
little bit of a mess.
we're just tired, but we know
Yeah.
what's important, which is the
And
music.
for me, I got into GFriend pretty late, like towards the later like third of their discography. So I'm pretty familiar with their later stuff. The earlier stuff I think I for the most part have heard, but I'm not too familiar with. Um,
Oh. Oh, okay, so I was right. Umbi is my favorite.
You have two to choose from, I guess. That's
Unha and Shinbi. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Both named Umbi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Cindy.
oh man, that's gonna get
Huh.
confusing.
It's interesting. I didn't know that. Now there's too many Unbis.
But now you have what, like a 1/3 chance of saying, "Oh yeah, I like Dunby."
And you'll get it
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. The 33% chance I'm just talking about Unbi from a different group.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, so Unha, Sinbi, and Umji are the members that are in VVZ now, and then we have Sowan, Yuju, and Yeren are the other 3 members of GFRIEND, rounding out the six members there. Hopefully I got that right. They debuted in 2015 under Source Music.
Yep.
Source Music is now a part of Hybe. Source Music is what Le Seraphim is under.
Yes, I did see UFO
Uh,
comment that. Yeah.
So I don't know all the details. So people can, obviously fill in the blanks or correct me where necessary. But I'm under the presumption that they were under Source Music. Source Music got acquired. Hybe / Big Hit sort of didn't really do too much with them, and then sort of disbanded them instead of like reinvesting or like trying to push their career any further. And then the 3 members that became VVG ended up going to a different company called Big Planet Made, I think, BPM.
Okay.
Where they are currently. I could be missing a couple details, but I think that's about right.
Cool. UFO said.
Hybe acquired them right before their contracts expired. Yeah.
Interesting.
Cool. Well, I don't think I have too much else to say. There was some speculation that Minijin did some shenanigans with the contract renewal. Taemin is now under BPM, which is cool.
Ooh.
Yeren and Yuju are soloists. Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I don't really know of Yeren's solo music. Maybe that is something we'll get into after, as we'll check out some solo stuff.
That'd be cool.
I'm familiar with Yuju. I really like Yuju stuff.
Ooh. Okay.
So yeah, do you guys have anything else? Anything?
I'm here for the ride.
I was cramming right before this and learning a little bit about their lore.
Oh.
Because I'm interested in lore. So I'll give you guys a really basic breakdown. It's like a bunch of girlfriends, they go to school together, and then something happens. They all get superpowers, and then some sort of like jealousy is forming, and now they're fighting, and it'll be interesting because obviously I wasn't watching the music video while they were explaining this plot line to me. The
had
random
no idea.
YouTube I found.
I had no idea there was like superpower lore.
Apparently they have a whole storybook. I don't know if this was pre or post acquisition, but yeah, this is something they're trying to thread together.
Okay.
And now once we check out GFRIEND, Brandon will now know all the 4 members of that SM Station group that did Wow Thing, which was it Sinbi, Chungha, Soyeon, and who was the Red Velvet member?
Sulgi?
Solgi.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah. So Sinbi is the final member of the Wow Thing.
Oh.
Station X or whatever that is. So to tie that all together, I think we checked that out, right?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I know
Okay.
I have, but I don't
I
know if it was
haven't.
with you guys.
I don't think so.
Okay, maybe
I'm gonna
that'll
check
be
it
like something that we can finally have Brandon see now that he will know everyone in the group, and
I
it will
like how
make
it's
sense as a.
WoW thing is DLC for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
WoW
had to
thing
give.
is like the girl group crossover of the century
Oh, okay. Okay, interesting.
because it was cool because it was groups from all different companies,
Oh, nice. Okay.
so it's not like
There's no
all the
borders.
SM.
Yeah.
It's not like Super M where they're all from SM.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
These are 4 girls that came together from different companies to do a project. So it's cool.
Yeah, I think Gondo confirmed we have not watched it yet, and is possibly on the wheel. I think so.
If it's not, it will be after this. So
I
don't
need to do
worry.
it. I'm gonna need to do that. Yeah. Very very cool. I'm excited. Again, know nothing about these groups as per usual, so excited to jump into it. But the first one we're gonna be doing is GFRIEND, Glass Bead. So I think we're gonna start with this one. Hot Take Tay asked if Honeybee is on this list. I don't know who. Somebody who put the list together. Was it you, Alex?
Honey, of these songs.
I don't know. It says Tay asked it in the chat. If it's gonna be, I would assume it's either from GFRIEND or VIVIZ.
I don't think so. I don't know what Honeybee is.
Oh, Honeybee is with Hani, Solar, and Luna. Okay, cool.
Oh, it's not, but it could be.
Could be, yeah.
Could get added.
Could get added, possibly. All right, cool. Well,
All right, let's roll it. Let's get into it.
sounds good.
Been yapping.
Let's go.
Basically, this is their debut.
Ah, nice.
We're in school.
Gotta check Gondo.
Still new.
내가 약해 보였나요? 언제나 걱정됐나요? 달빛에 반짝이는 저 이슬처럼 사라질 것만 같나요? Oh yeah. 불안했나요? 꿈만 같나요? 널 위해서 빛나고 있어. 너희는 그대 손을 꽉 잡아줄게요. 따스히 감싸줄게요. 투명한 유리구슬처럼 보이지만 그렇게 쉽게 깨지진 않을 거야. 사랑해 너만은 변하지 않도록 영원히 널 비춰줄게. 못 이룰 것 없어요. 그대만 있어준다면 어두웠던 맘속에 밝은 햇살을 비춰줘. 언제까지나 Oh yeah. 두근거리는 심장 소리에 그대의 마음이 전해져. 너희는 어때 이젠 꼭 안아줄게요. 따스히 감싸줄게요. 투명한 유리구슬처럼 보이지만 그렇게 쉽게 깨지진 않을 거야. 사랑해
Son of a bitch.
변하지 않도록 영원히 널 비춰줄게. 달콤한 말도 필요 없어요. 내 같은 꿈에 행복해요. 진리는 아름다운 미소를 모두 담아둘게요. 깨지지 않도록 지켜줘.
Oh, that's a cute logo.
Oh yeah, there we go.
It was good.
Very, very sick. All right, that was GFRIEND's Glass Bead. If you're joining us tonight, very cool.
Brandon, first time here in GFriend. What do you
First
think?
time. I like this. This is great. It weirdly enough felt very nostalgic, even though I know I wasn't even listening to K-pop in 2015. I think was what I saw chat say. Yeah, 2015. So yeah, I was not in this lane of music in 2015, but I will say it holds up pretty well, arguably. I like the I like to don't know if it was a like theremin sort of sound again in the background or like some really cool like pitched like synth work.
Yeah, something like that.
I like that a lot. I thought that was great. Definitely kind of keeps your attention, but I would argue that obviously all the members of GFriend had some really great melody choices. I think it's also matched up well with which is the styling of the music. But I will say that last chorus with like those ad lib runs and all of that like insane like high notes. I believe Yuju was the one who did all of those high notes. Man, what an incredible talent. So definitely moving up. Yuju's probably my bias right now, but obviously we've only listened to one, so I feel like I gotta you know I see how the rest of the songs go. But I will say in terms of her like vocal styling, I like it a lot. Definitely is memorable. But yeah, this was great. I didn't feel like it was that. I know like sometimes when we delve into like groups that are a little bit more older, I feel like I have a tendency to not be as familiar with it. But with each group that we kind of do and we delve back into the past a little bit, I do find this like I kind of look at it in that way of like, oh, this is interesting to me. Gondo, I'm not saying that it's old. I'm just saying in terms of my musical knowledge. So it's not meant as a diss.
I had to look up this term because one of my coworkers did a thesis on nostalgia and the use of nostalgia, and vicarious nostalgia is like a nostalgia you feel for a period of time that you weren't a part of. So
yeah,
that's
what I'm feeling.
what you're feeling.
Yeah.
Even though it was here, we were all here. We just weren't actively involved.
But also, to be fair, like you do have some association. Like we have listened to CLC,
We have,
who
yeah.
was active around this time. We have listened to
True.
Girls' Generation,
Yeah.
who was active
Also
at this
active
time,
at this time, yeah.
around this time. I think it definitely there. You have listened to stuff that is like this era of K-pop so
Oh
far.
yeah. Yeah.
Maybe not a
And I
ton,
think-
but like I think this generation, especially like this time of this generation, can be like very easily marked on a timeline because I think this sound is pretty specific to this time.
Yeah, it's very distinguished, which I like. Also, heavy like city pop vibes as well, which I'm a big fan of. So I feel like there's like some city pop vibes. Don't give me that look, Therese.
I'm not getting a ton of city pop.
A little
Maybe
bit.
in the beat.
A little bit in
bit.
the beat. I think in some of the chord structure a little bit, especially the minor to major.
Okay, yeah. I do think that it's very similar of like just older Japanese music,
That's
which
true.
I tend to attribute GFriend's sound to.
Mm.
But on the topic of 2015, when Youthful pointed out that you were looking for captions, I do think it's something that we haven't talked about, which was like, you might not know, Brandon, but prior to like 2018, K-pop videos were not captioned. Like they just we just watched them.
We just
Yeah.
Or like we would
just
watch
separated
it
because it was
and
like
then have the lyrics up on the screen from a fan that translated them.
Oh
like
my
you had
God.
to like really find the good fan translators.
yeah.
God bless.
Because I mean, the companies were like, who, like, we're gonna pay someone to caption this
No.
for who?
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
that's
Yeah,
true.
I
That's
mean,
They
true.
didn't
go
know.
ahead.
They didn't know that
Right.
they were reaching like a
mass
global
audience,
audience at the
yeah.
time.
That's fair.
Or if they were trying to, they would just sing in English. Like it wasn't. They just assumed we weren't going to listen
Right.
to the Korean stuff. So, yeah, fun stuff.
Americanese.
You know, I also saw Youthful's comment on the Christian horse girl music. I think you should start. I think you should start selling some merch with that on it because it's accurate.
No,
it's too
no,
accurate.
no.
To the point where like nothing particularly stands out to me on this track other than the chord structure, which is very GFRIEND. And honestly, it doesn't really build as much as I'm used to hearing their music build to. So
That's fair.
it's an older sound. It was a debut track. It's just kind of safe for me. I don't know if I'll revisit
agree.
it.
It just it doesn't do a lot.
Oh, really? It's used in K-pop? I hadn't heard it.
I think it's the trope of Christian horse girl music.
I've heard that term before, but never in K-pop context.
I was gonna say I
Yeah.
have also heard that and not K-pop
Oh,
context.
I hadn't heard it prior to you guys.
So to piggyback a little bit on what you guys were talking about as far as like what it sounds like to me, Therese mentioned it sort of having some similar to like Japanese music
Ooh, yeah.
sounds. It actually, I think, on a somewhat similar note, reminds me of a little bit similarly to early Dreamcatcher. Obviously,
Ooh.
if you took away the heavier instrumentals, like the heavier drums and the heavier guitars,
Okay.
I think like the chord structure and song structure and like the use of live instruments and how it's sort of written with not too many changes in like feeling, I guess.
Okay.
Like,
Not very
Okay.
dynamic.
Yeah.
I think that is similar to me like early Dreamcatcher. I'm not talking about like Scream or anything. I'm talking like Fly High kind of stuff.
Oh. Okay.
Which is very similar to a lot of J-rock, J-pop music as well.
Mm.
Dreamcatcher's earlier stuff is very similar to J-rock. That's just something that I hear. It might be a me thing, personal thing, but figured while we're talking about relation to other music. GFRIEND and Dreamcatcher were always like the light and dark versions of each other. I mean,
That.
That's
hey, if
cute.
people
I
are
can see
saying
it.
that, then I feel a little validated. Brandon mentioned Yuju's vocals. I also was going to mention she's an incredibly talented vocalist.
Yeah.
I don't think I've watched these earlier music videos, even if I have heard the songs. So I really didn't know like who was doing the belts, who's doing a lot of things. I've always really liked Eunha's vocals a lot. I think she's an incredible vocalist. So it was cool to see Yuju popping off. I'm excited to kind of get to know her better as a strong vocalist. But I actually think that Eunji's vocals were my favorite in this just because she had a very standout vocal tone compared to everybody else.
Ooh, okay.
Even though she didn't have any parts that were like crazy vocal runs or anything super crazy. I just think that her tone has always been very interesting, and I think it stands out well, especially in this earlier GFRIEND stuff.
Nice. Cool. I would agree. Definitely enjoyed her vocal tone. Yuval says Eunji is my bias and always stands out for me. She's so adorable in these early concepts. Very cool. I do like Gondo's point that Dreamcatcher is more rock anime intro and GFRIEND is more poppy anime intro. I can see that. That is a vibe for sure. Cool. All right. I think it's time to move on to the next one here, which looks like we have
Rough.
All right, cool. Let's get into it.
We might circle back around to them out.
I had them out of order. We'll go back to it.
Ooh. Okay.
다가서려 해봐도 엇갈리고 있어. 좋아한단 말도 아직 못하고 있어. 머뭇거리는 날 보고 있으면 우린 아직도 많이 어리긴 한가 봐. 좁혀지지 않아 한 끗 사이 우린 마치 땅의 손처럼 언젠가는 못다한 말을 전할 거야. 다가갈게 언제까지나 미처 말하지 못했어. 다만 너를 좋아했어. 어린 날의 꿈처럼 마치 기적처럼 시간이 달려서 어른이 될 수만 있다면 세상 속에서 손을 잡아줄게. 시간 속에 갇혀 길을 헤매여도 그렇지만 우린 결국 만날 거야. 진심인 것만 알아도 정말 서투기만 한데도
Yeah, let's go.
미처 말하지 못했어. 다만 너를 좋아했어. 어린 날의 꿈처럼 마치 기적처럼 시간이 달려서 어른이 될 수만 있다면 세상 속에서 너를 안아줄게. 그렇다면 약속해 변치 않기를 바랄게. 그때도 지금처럼 날 향해 웃어줘. 시간이 흘러서 어른이 될 수만 있다면 이 속에서 손을 잡아줄게.
Oh, got a little more.
Oh, we're running. We're friends. We're doing friend things.
Like running in the snow. Oh, more?
다만 너를 좋아했어.
Does their concept have something to do with time? Someone let me know. I feel like I've seen a lot of watches, so wanted to know. If you know, let us know. But that was rough from GFRIEND if you're just joining us tonight.
I'm so sorry in advance. I accidentally flipped Rough and Amigusta too.
Oh,
So
feels
this
bad.
was supposed to be our third song, but I accidentally flipped them. So we're aware. We will do that one next.
Very
Not
cool.
too far off in the timeline though, so we're not skipping ahead years.
Yeah. It'd be a little concerning, I think, if we jumped ahead a little bit too quickly.
Kind of sounded like a second comeback track. I mean, I also knew that it was a second comeback track, but it had a lot of emotion and a lot of like, I think especially like Yuju, her vocals for this track were so longing and heartfelt.
Oh yeah.
One of those songs that I don't really need to look up the lyrics to know what it's about, sort of thing. The first snow, I assume, was the end of spring semester? Question mark. It gave me that kind of vibe, like kind of
Okay.
graduation sort
Yeah,
of.
yeah,
And knowing that they were in this schoolgirl era, assuming this would be the track after Me Gusta 2, and it would be like their graduation from that schoolgirl era.
Mm.
So I think it was pretty telling in the composition, in the performance. Um, but this is really cool. I like this one a lot. I've also heard this one before, but I didn't remember it as well until we got to like chorus times.
Yeah, I agree with the sentiment that this song does feel very like emotional, sentimental kind of. I think what you said piled on top of the heavy orchestral stuff going on with the instrumental, I think that always like adds to that kind of sense of emotion that is brought to the songs. I love the instrumental for this song so much.
Oh, yeah.
It hits like that same nerve of what I was talking about last time, which is like I talked about it being a little like Dreamcatcher in a song structure way. This one I think is way more similar to like it's not like it sounds like a Dreamcatcher song, but I think if I were to compare it to something or try to find something to associate with, it reminds me of like those old rock based Dreamcatcher songs with the heavy orchestral stuff and
Mm.
um
Agreed. Yeah.
it's cool. It's interesting that I've heard this song so many times. I've seen the Queendom VVZ performance of it. I feel like a million times. For some reason, I've never associated it with being 8 years old, almost 9 years old at this point. Like I just genuinely like don't process that it's this old of a song. I think it holds up really well. The choreography for this song I think is pretty iconic.
Is it?
Um,
From what I could see from the music
I thought
videos,
so.
it was like it looked pretty awkward in those school uniforms, at least.
Huh.
But
I feel
the
like I've
circle
seen this
skirts were
choreo.
circling.
I feel like I've seen the choreo a million times, like in all sorts
I mean,
of
I
like
haven't. I don't
covers and like different practices and stuff.
Okay, yeah, I haven't seen the full performance. I thought it was the shots that they showed, except for at the end when they did the clock and they started stepping out. That was really cool.
Mhm.
But most of it was a lot of like kicking outward and moving forward, and I find that a very like awkward movement, especially if you're wearing blocky shoes.
Mm.
So
Okay.
Fair take.
I think I remember there being like really interesting. I watched a dance practice for it a couple years ago. I think around the time that Queendom was happening. Because I was doing like a comparison between what VVZ was doing and the original songs they were covering and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was pretty interesting, but I don't remember it really. Like, yeah,
you guys have to put the
it's late.
dance practice on our recommended list then.
Our wheel. We'll
Yeah.
throw it.
Yeah.
We'll listen to this again on
Hey,
the wheel.
I love dance practices.
Use those channel points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tay says definitely iconic. Gotta watch a live of it. And Sally also said they won Mama best dance performance with this song. So, I mean, I feel like that kind of speaks a little volumes about the dance practice. So we'll have to. All right.
I have
let's see.
questions about Mama.
Ah.
Okay.
Damn. All right. Well, contentious, Therese. Feeling contentious tonight. Well,
It's just an opinion.
okay.
I'm
yeah.
entitled to my opinion. You guys are
Hey,
entitled
listen.
to yours. Yeah.
Listen. You're allowed to have your opinion. That's why you're on here.
Yeah.
You know, it's great. Man. Well, I just want to give everyone a status update. I found my notebook that I couldn't find for like a couple weeks, and now I'm writing notes. So
Okay.
very cool. The things I enjoyed about this song, synth, great. Love the synth. Again, I feel like that's kind of a thorough through on a lot of their music. I also appreciate that a lot of their song structure is like more like mellow verses. Like there's a lot more like subtleties in the verse structure, and then they usually have like a pretty like more pronounced chorus. So I definitely like that, especially again with the orchestral stuff that Alex mentioned before. Definitely appreciate that. I feel like you can hear it even more so in this song. But I will say the like kind of build up section that they had in that last chorus was probably my favorite. I feel like they always I feel like a lot of K-pop groups tend to have like that really like send it all type thing. Well, not all of them, but I would say a large majority of groups have that kind of like send it all mentality to like a last chorus, and I think this one does a really great job of kind of tailoring it all in. I do also like the bridge. There is like, that nice little bridge section as well. Was really tight. But yeah, I can understand this having like a strong like emotional significance, because I could definitely feel it again with like anytime you incorporate some like good orchestral or like violin things, my brain is like, man, I'm already starting to feel weepy eyed, so it was good. It was very good. I can understand why this has won a mass amount of awards, so very, very cool. I like this a lot. 10 out of 10. Great track. Cool. Youthful says this song has had 15 music show trophies with these wins. GFRIEND is the second place for number of wins by a girls group for a single song, behind A-Pink's 17 wins for Love. So interesting.
That's a good song. Makes sense.
And then Youthful also said it was produced by Zany Bros, which I have no idea who that is.
The video.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just a super popular video production company. They have done videos for pretty much everybody. They also have a music label called ZB Label, which Alexa is under.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to Alexa. Love Alexa here. Very cool.
Yep.
All right. Very nice. I think we're gonna. This was the other one that we were supposed to do before, right? Correct, Alex?
No, it will be. Should be the
Megusta too.
Apple.
No, Megusta.
That's just recommended.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Very cool. All right. Let's get into the next
Yes, we will listen to Apple.
one. Apple, I'm sure, is on the
At
list
some
too.
point. Okay, so back in
Sorry,
time.
I was only seeing the recommended.
Sorry. Apple is probably at the end, yeah.
오늘부터 우리는 꿈꾸며 기도하는 오늘
thought we were gonna get more lore. They're just
They're
blowing
just
bubbles.
being friends. Enjoy
This
them
is
being
the lore.
This
friends.
is the lore.
This is the lore.
That was Me Gustas 2 from GFRIEND. Very cool. Very nice.
Again, apologies for doing them out of order. Back on track.
We are. Sorry.
So this song is definitely, I think it's pointed out in chat. This song blew them up. Very pertinent in like their success for sure. I remembered really not connecting with this song.
That's
but
crazy. A summer song? And
let me
Alex?
finish. Let me finish.
Therese is ready at the beckoning
No,
call.
No. I like it a lot more. I don't think I've listened to it in a couple of years, and maybe I just
That's
wasn't
fair.
on my bubblegum summer song.
Now you are though.
The vibe that I'm on now. Maybe I was like, I don't know. I definitely vibe a lot with it. A lot more with it now. I also like didn't really remember that whole like dance break guitar thing.
Yeah, right.
Ooh,
Very
yeah.
well,
That was sick.
which definitely adds a lot to it. I think the instrumental is very fun. Very very light and summery. Music video is very very light and summery. The one thing I wanted to not critique but like point out since their debut is I really hate when groups debut, and it was a thing I think more back then, where they put all the members in like the same outfit and like the same hairstyle, like
Oh,
all in like white shirts and blue shorts or something. So it makes it so hard to try to differentiate like who's dancing where when they're all spinning and
that's fair.
whose vocals when they're like their heads turned. It's such a frustrating thing, but it's really I don't think done as much anymore. But a lot of groups back then were doing that, like very coordinated, very similar
Sure.
outfits. It's a struggle.
Little did they know that people were going to do reaction videos and try to decipher who's who.
Well, I mean, it makes sense for, I don't know. Maybe the idea was to not differentiate people too much and try to sell the group.
Yeah,
Which
that's
I
fair.
think, but I think now in K-pop, if that was the case, I think now in K-pop is like the opposite.
Yeah, you
Is
want to
you
be
want
different.
you want every member to be like their own brand.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Side note, I did watch I think it was a YouTube video from ODG where they actually had a game show like they brought a bunch of people in that didn't really know K-pop or only knew old K-pop, and they had one super fan of a group, and they had the super fan like try and show them a bunch of pictures of people in the group, and they had to decide how many members were in the group based on however many pictures they printed, and they printed dupes sometimes. So if you ever feel upset that you can't tell them apart, don't worry.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny though. I do
Yeah.
that with my friends all the time, but
Should do that with me. That'd be great. I would get so fucked up. Come on, Brandon. Tell us how many people are in New Jeans. I'd be like,
we'll print like 20 pictures, and you'll
Oh
have to
my
tell us how many members are in New Jeans.
I think that'd be great.
We just
I'd
like
be about it.
scramble. We should just scramble like 100 girl group members and have Brandon assign them all to
No.
the prospective groups.
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. I don't think
be
I
really
would even
funny.
get that.
I
I
could
would do
try it.
horrible.
I'll try it. Can I we'll have like the speedrunner like speedrun like clock up in the top, and I'll have to sit here and try to
Yeah.
be like, guys,
the,
this is the any percent
what's-
run.
Yeah, what's the thing on Twitch right now? Name 100 K-pop idols. Speed
Oh
run.
god.
Oh my god.
Anyways, back to the song. I wanted to. I started taking notes in my head about like whose vocals I really liked in this and who was standing out. And then when I got to the end of the song, I realized I made a mental note about just about every member of the group. So I don't really need, I guess need to.
You're a
really
stan of the group.
point anything stand out. Obviously, I think Yuju's vocals are crazy again in this. I really liked that MG had a part in the bridge. I thought she sounded great there. And I think Eunha's vocals are always so like delicate, and
Mm.
like she's so good at delivering like really soft, like emotional, delicate vocals. I guess is the way that I'd like to describe her voice.
Okay.
And she had a part in that towards the end of the song that I thought sounded really great as well. So yeah, strong song. I see why it was so popular. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm back on the train.
Therese, you want to go next?
Yeah, I made notes because the thoughts are not sticking in the brain tonight.
I know, that's why I decided
The notes
to.
are the notes are the move. I like that they came in hot with those ensemble vocals. I feel like they're gonna keep
Ooh.
doing that because
Yeah.
I like their ensemble vocals. I also really liked the rhythm of this song. I
Ooh,
didn't
yeah.
realize that you could make such a good rhythm with just Megusis 2 because it's kind of like a long phrase and I didn't think it would be so catchy, but it's gonna get stuck in my head for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Very upbeat, very summery and sweet. I was surprised that they had a bridge and a dance break. Like, damn,
Double
they
dipping.
fit all that in 4 minutes 11 seconds.
They do a lot of dance breaks.
Yeah, but I honestly think the bridge was a little bit rushed. Like they didn't do a lot in it. It was just like the same quarter notes, half notes. But I did like Yuju's high notes. I think the other member that stood out to me was Umji.
Ooh. Okay.
Liked the vocals I heard there. But yeah, it was fun. It was a fun time. It definitely felt like one of those songs I've heard before and need to add to a playlist.
Nice, nice. All right, cool. Well, I enjoy it. I guess I'll ask chat this because I was trying to figure out who has. There's one member that has like an interesting kind of like vibrato to her voice, and I couldn't quite figure out who it was. And I heard it in rough, and I wasn't able to place who it is. So if you might know, let me know in chat. That'd be really great.
Interesting
'Cause
vibrato.
I wanted to give her a shout out. But in this song, I love the piano. I feel like that's kind of a commonplace thing that I feel like GFRIEND is going to do and continue to do. So I'm not complaining. I love a good piano riff. So definitely about that. I couldn't tell if like in the chorus of the song if there was like some like really like layered horns, like there's like some like subtle like horn kind of sounds that are mashed up with like the drums, weirdly enough. Like there's this cool kind of like rhythm thing going on, and I don't know if it's horns, it might just be a pad or something, but I was very interested in that. I will agree with Therese that chorus is going to get stuck in my head. I did not think you could make Me Gustas 2 into just like an earworm sort of thing, but I just feel like when you have that 222 at the end, it just adds to that sort of like continuation of that like earworm quality that I like about K-pop music. I've found myself humming that. I found myself humming different phrases that K-pop people use. So I feel like this one is definitely going to be enlarged in my brain somewhere. And then I wasn't expecting that dance break. I thought that was very interesting considering we got a bridge. I was very surprised that we also got a dance break as well. But I thought it was very cool to kind of cool to listen to it. I don't know if it was I don't know Russian and Gondo. I'm not sure if it was someone in the video. I mean, it was someone in the video, but I don't know what spot it would be at. I just kind of heard it, and then by the time it was already shifted over, it was too late. So I will have to try to find it in a future MV here on our list so I can more
Russian,
easily
do you know
define
what?
it
Do you know what a guitar whammy is?
for you. A guitar wham.
Vibrato is basically like guitar whammy.
Yeah, it's like kind of like
You
that.
use like your laughing muscles and
Yeah, something like
yeah.
that. I don't know.
We'll keep an ear out for it.
I'll keep an ear out for it now that I know it exists. So don't worry.
Something I wanted to bring up. It's sort of a general thing, but I think while we're on this early GFriend thing, definitely applicable, is I really miss this era of K-pop sometimes where I didn't feel like there was a lot of things like phoned in.
Okay.
One of them being rappers, which I've had this conversation extensively for like other groups, and it's definitely a bigger conversation to have. But there was an era of K-pop, and I think it was around here, where like groups didn't need a rapper, but like they felt like they needed a rapper, or their companies felt like someone needed to rap, but it was just kind of phoned in a lot of times. Um, there's a lot of groups guilty of it. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. I'm glad that at least for like this earlier GFriend stuff, it's just like light, all vocals. No one. We don't have anyone doing like I don't know, a cringe 4 bars in the middle of the light summer orchestra song.
I was just I was too busy laughing at Gondo's comment. There's no TikTok parts in this song. Yeah, I was.
So they do have a rapper.
Oh,
Yes,
Shinji.
Simbi's a great rapper. I'm just saying, like, they didn't force rap into these like earlier songs. Like,
Yeah, that
I
makes
feel like some groups did, and I won't be
see,
naming them.
like prematurely. Okay, I got you.
In this time period specifically? Like
Yeah,
the third gen girl groups?
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. K-pop originated from rap, but not all K-pop artists need to rap or should rap. That's
I don't know. Yeah. I think there's a lot of influences in K-pop. I don't think pure rap is one of them. But the first K-pop groups were a lot of like rap groups.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that like
I don't think I said that right.
GFriend or I'm not saying GFriend or VVZ can't rap. Like I know that Sinbi is a good rapper, and of course, any group is welcome to rap when it feels necessary. The example or the issue I'm sort of pointing out is like songs where you have a bubblegum girl group song, and then out of nowhere it goes halftime and there's a rap section, and then pulls right back into like being an upbeat bubblegum
I love
song.
that.
I I have a
Gives
love-hate
me a break.
relationship. I have a love-hate relationship with that. Sometimes it's just not necessary, and sometimes it is. And I think that GFriend has done a good job of knowing when it's not necessary.
I do
So.
like these early tracks where it's all vocals.
I do too, as well as someone who literally today spent listening to Red Velvet through like all of their albums again. So obviously they're
Boy.
mostly vocal group, but oh boy, what I like their stuff. I love Red Velvet. Shoutouts. Pretty good. Talented. All right, cool. What's our next one on our list here, Alex? It looks to be
Navalera.
Navalera. Cool.
Hopefully I'm saying that right.
We're gonna
Does that
find
mean
out.
Butterfly?
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. All right, cool. That was Navalera. Very cool.
Damn.
What a wild
That's a
track.
fun song. That is a fun song.
All right, cool. I guess I'll go first. I love this
take it away.
track. This is great. I think out of the 4 we've listened to so far, I think this one probably is my favorite thus far. You know, taking a prime spot. I also really enjoyed their synth choices in this song. I think the way that they utilized it and how it's kind of it acts as another member of the group. I think it adds like a cool like back and forth between like the vocalists and obviously keeping the song interesting. You could tell that I would say mostly in the chorus where they kind of had like those stops a little bit, like pauses, I guess, and just how like the vocals kind of line up with where the synths stop. Really enjoyed that a lot. I also really enjoyed the bridge of this song. I think it was a nice like change of pace, tempo. I think it was definitely something drastic in terms of what a lot of high energy sort of stuff going on in like the verses and the chorus, where the bridge is more subdued and allows you to kind of enjoy it a little bit more. Another great kind of like bridge slash like dance break section, I guess. It's bridge and dance break together. I don't know. Very nice little guitar solo, of course. I love that. But yeah, overall this was great. I think this one is like amongst my favorites that we've listened to tonight. So curious to see what the rest of their discography has, but yeah, this one's high up there for me.
Nice.
I'm still
Therese,
trying to
would you
take
like
it
to
all
go?
in. If you wanna go out.
Okay, sure. I'm noticing like I've never really gone back and listened to GFRIEND's discography in order.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting to sort of develop like notice the pattern in like their songwriting.
Yeah.
Or like formulas and how they do their instrumentals and like how they do their composition. I really like the blend of like this heavy like violin orchestra music with real instruments, and then the implementation, it seems like more like the later we get into the discography of different sounds, like different experimental sounds with the synth, like because now we have like more of a strong like saw synth that's coming in for that post chorus, which is really cool. I think
Yes.
I agree with Brandon that it acts as like a good post chorus. It keeps the melody going, but it lets them have more of like a freedom with choreography and kind of have a little bit of a change up from the vocals. Whereas in the earlier songs, we had more of like that sine wave kind of
Yeah.
synth.
Agreed.
So I like the development there a lot. I think that the beat switch up that came in that bridge was really good for the structure of the song and to pace it a little bit better.
Yeah.
And then right into that like dance break with the guitar solo, and then right into those like high notes, like those really strong belting notes from Yuju were great. I really liked Unha's vocals in this again. She, I think, had a little bit stronger vocal delivery than in the previous songs. Not in like stronger in terms of better, but stronger as more of like forceful,
Yeah, yeah,
which
yeah.
I think is
Presence.
cool. Yep. Yeah, this is a song that I've heard before for sure, but I'm not super familiar with. So nice to kind of be a little more familiar with it. So yeah, I like the song a lot. I agree with you. It's up there.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
I like
Therese?
this one too. I think this is my favorite instrumental track of the four. Um, but I really like the vocal delivery and rough, so it's hard to say if it's my favorite. Um, I think I think it's interesting, like you definitely hear a lot more of the individual girls singing. Like it still uses a lot of the ensemble singing, but it's kind of in the background. It's not as much forefront as it was previously, but that establishes some good like characters that you can pick apart.
Yeah.
I noticed like storyline wise, Eunha was like the odd girl out. Like she was always in a very different position from everyone else. Where at the very beginning she didn't have her roller skates on, everyone else had their roller skates on, and
Huh.
she put them on in the first scene. But like as you go forward, you keep seeing her like separated and then joining them. Like she scratched her knee and they had to help her up and keep moving. At one point they were like walking through the woods and she came out from like behind a bush and just started walking with them. I'm like, where have you been, Unha? What have you been doing?
Ooh, I need to know the
Sus.
lore.
Sus.
How is the lore developing?
The body language I was getting was like she was very much that friend in the group that's feeling kind of left out or just like I don't feel like you guys fully understand me. That's just what I could tell from the short minutes that we had with them. But interesting. I can tell there's like they're not as much friends at school anymore. They're like hanging out, but they all have their own lives now. That's what I get. Um but yeah, Unha is the face of the group, still is, for sure. I recognize her immediately when I was getting to know GFRIEND. Um, yeah, I guess that's all I was really thinking about. It was mostly lore related.
I am curious though in terms of like the production and like who they do they I'm curious if chat might know if they have gone to the same people in terms of like them producing the same songs like their instrumentation and stuff because I
Oh,
do
for
think
sure.
I would imagine so, but I'm just curious if
Who
they
are
know.
the producers?
Uh Youthful says same producers Iggy and Young Bae are at least these title tracks. So, okay. Cool. And then Evil said, according to K profiles, Yaren is the face of the group. Ah, who knows? We don't know. I don't know. It's all
I mean,
up
the
to its
face of the
interpretation.
group could be anyone, you know?
Yeah, I don't
It
know.
really
I don't
depends
know
on who you
nothing.
pick out.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't
That's
know
true.
nothing about positions.
Who knows? Who knows? Gunky Monkey thing.
Can I
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
can I share some breaking news that is unrelated to GFriend,
Oh
Sure.
boy.
Oh
but
God.
is very related to this show?
Oh.
Kepler have successfully signed for a contract extension.
No way.
They have beat the odds, excluding Yeso and Mashiro,
Oh,
who will go
interesting.
back to 143 Entertainment and join Limelight.
Interesting. Okay.
I just thought everyone would want to
Wow.
know that.
That's wild.
So,
Let's
breaking
go.
news: Kepler has been
Wow.
extended. I
Crazy.
didn't think it was
Wow.
possible, but wow.
Interesting.
Okay. Sorry for
Wasn't
the
Yeso the
harsher.
member they were pushing really hard?
I think the member they're pushing really hard is Dione.
Oh, never mind. You're right. I was thinking of Dahyun. Dahyun.
Yeah.
That's still, you know, great for Kepler.
I think it's good. I think people were already expecting to not have a renewal because I
Right.
think it was very almost confirmed that Mashiro and Yeso were going to Limelight. So people were like, oh, well, they're just not going to renew. So I think it's actually, people are probably not too broken about this because I think
This
that's
is a win.
the next best thing you can get, right?
Right.
Unless all the solo stands are probably upset they wanted the Kepler to break
off.
off and go do their own things, but ultimately I think this is a good thing.
Yeah, hot
sure.
take Tay said, more years of
Yep.
solo stands. Here we go.
Blech.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I think that's cool because I know there was a whole big thing about Eyes One and renewal.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Mhm.
that ended up not working out. So I actually didn't really think it was possible to get
Me
all those
neither.
companies to agree. So that's good. That's good for ZB1 fans. That's good
Yeah.
for Enhypen. Aren't they similar contract as well?
I
Or
don't
are
think
they? I thought they were a contract group.
Let us know, chat, if you
I
know.
could be wrong. I don't know.
Let us
nothing.
know. I don't know shit either.
It's been a long
Oh, and
time.
7
Hypen.
years.
Oh, and Hypen 7 years. Oh,
Nice.
cool.
Oh.
Never
Well,
mind.
okay. That feels like the same as everyone, right?
7 years
7
is
years?
normal.
7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Not a
Kepler was
project group.
what, 4 years?
Kepler is 2.5.
Okay, yeah, that's a lot shorter.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Uh,
Interesting. They
They're
were
under
all.
B-lift. And Hypen's under B-lift.
Right.
Okay.
Subsidiary. Anyway,
All right. Yeah, we detoured a little bit. Let's get back to GFriend.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. This next one is Fingertip. So, let's see what's up.
By herself again.
yeah.
KK Slider?
KK on the beat.
I'm
Hey.
stuck in the mirror.
Okay.
오늘은 특별해 설레는 시작이야 왠지 알 수 없는 두근거림에 끌려 사뿐한 발걸음 오늘따라 괜찮은 느낌이야 좋아 예감이 다 좋아 어떻게 한심한 순간 이건 말도 안돼날 보는 눈빛이 너무 완벽해 아무 흠이 없는 너를 가리킨 순간 내 것이 될 것 같아 탕탕탕 빙같이 네 맘을 겨눌게 탕탕탕 빙같이 심장이 멈출게 뭐 어때 네 곁으로 다가가볼게 손끝엔 네가 있어 빙가 빙같이 빙가 빙같이 그래 너의 맘을 갖겠어 지금이야 시작해 완벽해 준비는 이미 끝났어 그 짧은 시간에 내 맘에 들어왔어 너 빼고 아무도 보이지도 않았어 한 걸음 다가가 나를 스치는 순간 느낌 다 좋아 확실히 다가가 One, two, three 시간이 갈수록 열리는 판타지 이 넓은 공간에 가득해 아무 빈틈 없는 너를 가리킨 순간 내 것이 될 것 같아 탕탕탕 빙같이 네 맘을 겨눌게 탕탕탕 빙같이 심장이 멈출게 뭐 어때 네 곁으로 다가가볼게 손끝엔 네가 있어 빙가 빙같이 오랫동안 기다린 순간에도 태어날게 그 누구도 모르게 눈치채지도 못하게 손짓 하나 까딱까딱 네 맘을 조종할게 시간이 째까 다가기 전에 다가온 1, 2, 3, 4
Interesting.
Someone tell us if this is part of the Spotify track. I assume not.
사랑에 빠질 것 같아 탕탕탕 빙같이 네 맘을 겨눌게 탕탕탕 빙같이 심장이 멈출게 뭐 어때 네 곁에 더 다가가볼게 손끝에 네가 있어 빙가빙가티 빙가빙가티 그런 너의 맘을 갖겠어 지금 이게 손끝에 네가 있어 빙가빙가티
All right. Perfect. That was GFRIEND Fingertip. If you're just joining us tonight.
All right. People in Twitch live chat, people in the YouTube comments, lore masters, rise up. I need answers. I need a synopsis. I need to know what happened.
Give us your best
I have idea.
TLDR.
I'm trying to follow. Like obviously, like she's in a dream, and it seems like her friends are trying to kill her. I don't know. I can't figure it out, but surely there's an answer. I'd like to know. What a crazy song. That is an absolute crazy instrumental. And by the way, I've never heard this song before. I don't know
Me
how.
neither.
I don't know what happened.
This one. No, I'm kidding.
But it is so 80s, so like push it to the limit, kind of like
Yeah.
80s groove. I feel like I should be I don't know. I feel like I should be like playing a boxing arcade game, or
Like Punch Out. Yeah.
or like on a racetrack or something.
Yeah. That's true.
Very interesting. There are so many. I want to hear an instrumental version of this. I don't know if there is one, but it'd be really cool. They do a lot of stuff, which I'm assuming is just a guitar with a really crazy like wah somewhat.
Oh yeah.
Some sort of wah and
Or
other
like a talk box
effect
type
pedals.
thing.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Effect on it, just to make it sound super super crazy. It does have like that very KK slider, like
Yeah.
wacky vocalized kind of like a vocalized effect on it. It's really interesting, and it goes on for most of the song, whether it's like more in the background or in the forefront. It's very interesting, and I like how it's mixed with like this obviously very, I don't know, 80s synth pop
Yeah.
kind of
Funky, little funky.
yeah, like as much as you can get. Like I know we have been, I think we're out of it now, but we were in for a while this like 80s retro synthwave sort of groove for a bit with a lot of groups. This is like if they were doing retro, this group this is like on the nose. It is very
Yeah. It's not
like
like
kinda,
the nostalgia bait. It's like
yeah,
literal
it's not
interpretation.
it's not like hey, we did a synth pop thing. It's like, hey, this didn't come out in the 80s, we promise. It was really good though. I enjoyed it a lot. I thought the video was really fun to watch along with. I actually didn't mind the long gap in there, which I usually point out that
Really?
I hate. I just felt like I was so invested in what was going on that I was kind of watching a little more than I was listening at times.
So it's okay if we got good lore build.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's good lore build. I'm waiting for confirmation if it's good lore build. But yeah, I think overall the song, I thought the vocals were all good. I definitely noticed Eunha and Sinbi standing out for vocals for me. I'd noticed way more what Therese pointed out on Eunha kind of like having some separation and like having her own kind of storyline going on here for sure. Yeah, this is a great song. I'm sort of upset that I haven't heard it, that it got past me. So
I would agree. I guess I'll go next, unless Therese, you'd like to go.
I think I figured out the lore, guys.
Okay.
I've got it all.
All right, shoot.
I'm an expert now in GFRIEND fingertip lore.
Oh, my God.
No.
okay.
Let her cook.
Side note, I really love the mirror room that they're dancing in.
Yes.
I think that's a cool
so
set. I
sick.
wish that they used it for other music videos. Or maybe they haven't, I don't recognize it.
The sets and the outfits in this video are great.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm getting lore-wise, Eunha like took a little nap and went into the future and saw her friends fighting. It's not clear why they were fighting. We probably don't know yet because there's some time travel involved, but they're fighting. I'm also noticing some particular powers that are introduced. Someone stuck in a mirror. Let me see if I can get these members down. We got someone in bangs, Yuju, stuck in a mirror. We've got Yerin is putting stuffed animals in a cage that come to life. So maybe animal powers.
Okay. Saw that.
We got it looked like someone had a little box of all the girls, so maybe they can make them tiny. But all this being said, like there are all these different powers. It seems like the girls are like, or what I learned from the YouTube video I watched literally 5 minutes before we started streaming is that they're starting to like covet each other's powers or like use the powers against each other. And Eunbi in this one, she's kind of just like watching the chaos unfold. And then I got the vibe when she was on the rooftop and they stopped everything that she was looking to re-roll. She's like, I don't have good enough powers to fight these girls. I'd like to re-roll, please. And they were like, nope. And they shut it down and she fell off a building. And then she woke up in the past, like before she went time traveling. So maybe she got a glimpse into the future. Maybe she's a time traveler. Anyway, it looks like they're friends for now.
Question mark.
The song itself, this was like so funky that it's gunky. I don't know.
This
how
is
else to
another
explain that.
Thereism again. Add it to the list, guys.
It's gunky. I think what Alex said, it's very heavy-handed in its 80s inspiration. It's got like very heavy texture in it, or like downbeats. Very interesting. Not my favorite instrumental. This is like what I imagine the 80s wanted to leave behind.
Oh.
Not saying that it's a bad song. It's just it's so dated that it doesn't quite.
That's fair.
My modern brain can't handle it. I need to time travel like Eunha. Was I saying Eunbi? I don't know.
Yeah, but we knew what you meant.
We knew what you meant. Yeah.
But
technically right.
Yeah. Also Eunbi, but the cute little ad lib, I kind of want that as my ringtone, or like my notification tone. That was pretty sick. Yeah, very interesting music video. I don't know if I would listen to the song again, just in my own personal tastes.
Damn.
But I would watch the music video again, and I wouldn't hate the song playing.
I think that I would listen to the song again, like in the context of I'm listening to a bunch of 80s music.
Okay. I could see that. Yeah.
But not like, hey, I want to listen to GFRIEND. Let me go put on Fingertip.
That's fair. Okay. Yeah. I guess I'll get into my thoughts. I enjoyed this one. I liked it a lot. Very funky, very poppy. I love kind of the different like bass articulation with either like the slapping or like the popping of the bass. I thought that was really sick. I know typically is seen in more of the funkier sorts of tracks, so I definitely want to point that out. Really enjoyed the chorus. I thought it was super fucking catchy. And then as well as that, I think you full pointed out in chat, but the pre-chorus for this song also slammed. I love that as well. Just that whole combo between the pre-chorus, it leading into the chorus is always really good. Also, something I really enjoyed or noticed about the song was that for whatever reason, as I was listening to this song, I was thinking of the Day 6 song that is like very like 80s inspired, and I can't remember it for the life of me. But if chat knows, let me know. But it definitely reminds me of that Day 6 song, so I might have to put these back to back and find out. But there's a track that's like very 80s pop, and this one would definitely line up with that in my playlist if I was to put a playlist
Oh,
together.
was that the one where they had the colored stage?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. I forgot what it's called.
Well, you're the Day 6 stan, Therese, so
I'll find out for you.
but yeah, I thought that was really sick. So to me, I thought this was good. Would I attribute this song to GFRIEND as of currently? Probably not. But Gondo says that they are going to get more retro. So I feel like this will certainly not be the first time we listen to something in this vein, but also will probably not be the last. So
the Day 6 song you're thinking of was Days Gone By.
Ah, nice. Okay. Days Gone By. All right, cool. Yeah, they are not Christian horse girls anymore. I can't believe I'm saying this shit. That's great. I didn't even know that was a trope. Like as Alex said, I think at the beginning, I didn't even know that was a trope in K-pop. So now I'm gonna have to find out who else fills in that trope. But we're gonna move on to the next one, which is
It was like the
Love
early,
Whisper.
Girls' Generation
Yes, sir.
songs, right? That we were talking about.
That
trope.
yeah, I feel like that. Potentially. Well, the
Maybe.
yeah, early SNSD. I don't know that. It's in reference
That's Girls'
to.
Generation.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right, nice. All right, let's get into Love Whisper.
Now we're actually in Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
The Theremin's back.
The theremin is back.
내 맘을 말로 표현할 수 없어 스치듯 기분 좋은 바람들
This retro is just sounding like old GFRIEND retro.
사처럼 유난히 오늘은 기분이 좋아 눈이 부시게 맑은 하늘 아래 땀방울 한 방울 떨어지는 그런 날에 자꾸 걸어가 흐드러지던 그 꽃길 위에서 난 너와 함께 어디서든
Alex's favorite music video.
기울이면 나를 향한 믿음에 귀를 기울이면 반짝반짝 빛나던 너의 눈동자처럼 소중한 이야기 들려줄게 귀를 기울여봐 우리들의 잊지 못할 목소리 꿈처럼 설렜던 너를 향한 내 맘 가득히
Following the butterfly. Oh.
Interesting.
Hmm.
All right. That was Love Whisper from GFRIEND. If you're joining us tonight, thank you.
More lore.
More lore. We're going to have so much lore information.
I didn't get a lot of lore in this. They followed a butterfly. That was it.
No. I'm just saying I'm saying in general. In
Yeah,
terms
I'm
of,
looking out for it.
I'm
I
saying
wanna know.
someone's gonna leave us like a full on like
Good.
just paragraphs on paragraphs. It's gonna say see more and it's just gonna keep going. It's gonna be great. I'm stoked. I guess I'll start if no one's feeling it.
Sure.
There was water, so big ups. We love water here. You know, stay hydrated, of course. Big ups to water. We love water. There was more theremin, which I'm always about. Weird instrument, but always welcome. So definitely enjoy that. And just an odd choice, but love the sounds. The pre-chorus was probably my favorite part of the song. Leading into that chorus again. I don't know if there was like a key change in that first part of the chorus, because it kind of does have a little bit of a key change, or maybe they went up like a half step or something. But
I was gonna say it sounds like the choruses go up like a half step
yeah, at the beginning.
each
I
time.
definitely hear it like in the verses.
In the verse, yeah, which I thought was pretty interesting. I don't know if that was like that has only specifically happened in this song, or if it's something that they've done. I'm pretty sure this is the first song that I've heard it, but definitely like that. I also think it's interesting to hear that, because I would be more curious to see this song in a live performance setting, because I think when you're going up those half steps, it'd be really cool to see live and see them perform that. So to me, I'll have to go check this one out and see if there's a live version of it. But that kind of answers my question that I had, if there was a key change or not. So, but yeah, overall, really like this. Very light, very bubbly, which I feel like GFRIEND has done very well so far. So I definitely appreciate that they're continuing on with that concept. Yeah, really, really nice. Again, that chorus is gonna stick with me. I love that chorus. So big salutes. And I'd probably say I liked. There's one member on here that I really enjoyed, and it was, let me see if I can find it. But as I'm looking for it, if someone else wants to go, we can move it along here.
Yeah, I'll go. I'm re-listening to it. I am so lost with these key changes. There were so many key changes.
That's what I
don't
thought.
know where we started or where we ended. I think it might be a little overboard. It definitely sounds like it could be multiple different songs. I can't even pick out like what the chorus is specifically, because I'm just confused. I like it. I mean, I don't dislike it. I at least appreciate that they're all really good songs in this one song. And it's definitely not like the mix pop nonsense. It's
And mix
just,
change up.
It's just confusing.
Definitely not mixed pop.
Definitely not mix pop. It's cohesive. But I'm starting to realize that my sleeper bias is Yuju. Absolutely goated vocals.
Yeah.
Good grief. And this is one of those songs that I am gonna check out a performance video on my own, because the choreo was really cute. I feel like there were a lot of really good moments musically that I would be interested to see how they translate on stage. Also, shout out losing it to Shinbi. Is she tall girl? Because I know there's tall girl in VIVIZ. And I know Shinbi's in VIVIZ, so I I appreciated the height difference when they were standing under that rooftop. Yeah.
I didn't think she was particularly tall.
She looked pretty tall when they were all standing under that rooftop while it was raining.
The scene that I'm on
about
right
it.
now.
I'm about it.
Roughly.
Oh yeah.
Is,
See?
is that not
Like a
is
full
that not
head.
so on?
Is that so on? We got
So on
some
is the
growth
tallest.
spurts.
Russian says
okay,
Zoan
so
is.
on.
Yeah.
Shout out to Soan.
Unha was the vocalist I enjoyed in the song.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
Great.
Well, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why did you say it like Kronk from like fucking Emperor's New
Oh,
Groove?
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because we all know Unha.
I'm sorry.
How can you not enjoy Unha?
I don't. This is the first time I've listened
Like,
to
hey,
any.
did you check out that Felix guy in the Stray Kids music
Jesus
video?
Christ! All right, I wasn't expecting to get roasted here since
It's not a
y'all are
roast,
supposed to
we're
be
just-
teaching me about
we're
this
in-
shit.
We're in agreement. Very, very heavy presence of Unha.
Joe Swanson's Peter Gray. Yeah.
Peter.
Oh God, no! Stop. Oh.
All right. I guess I'll share a thought or two about this song. I love water choreography.
Wait, what? This is
Yeah,
news to me.
I know.
Holy shit.
I don't know if I've mentioned it before. I love
No,
choreo and water.
I don't think so.
It's super cool.
This is a first.
That being said, I would want to watch like a performance video of this song rather than
Yes.
like the music video is cool. It just doesn't. I feel like the performance is probably more what I would be interested in for this song. I've heard this song before, definitely a lot. The chorus is very. I don't know if I want to like if iconic is the right word, but it gets around. I've heard it. Yeah. This is not my favorite GFRIEND song for sure. Not that
Fair.
I don't like it. It just doesn't stand out too much for me from their earlier stuff, and I think it also kind of like not necessarily a bad way, but I think it kind of goes back to their earlier stuff when I liked where they were progressing prior to this. So I mean, in the context of like I don't know the first half of GFRIEND's title tracks, I think it fits in well. I just think like overall, if I had to think like what songs I know in my head, it doesn't really rank in the upper half probably. That being said, I mean, I did actually like the key changes. I thought they were interesting, kind of keep you on your toes a little bit. Also, Yuju's vocals are crazy. Brandon mentioned Unha, her vocals are crazy. I really liked Sowan's vocals in this. I think this is the first time I think Sowan his vocals have stood out to me really like on their own. So there's definitely aspects of the song I like. I think I would want to definitely check out either like a live stage or if they have like a performance or something I think that would get across better for me.
I agree. So if you have any, either in chat or in YouTube comments, feel free to drop us a link. We'd love to.
I didn't know
Check out.
someone was the leader. It's interesting.
Oh.
She's the tallest, so yeah.
So, yeah. Of course.
So she can step on them? What?
I didn't mean to go there, Therese. Okay.
So she can hold things out of reach?
Yeah,
What's-
yeah,
what's
exactly,
the-
yeah.
The function of tallness
Yeah.
in leaders.
I don't know. I was making a joke. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the next one here, which looks to be Summer Rain. So, let's get into it. Ooh. That's a lot of water.
Oh gosh, that's too much water, guys. We don't need this much water.
Hold on.
Ooh.
sax.
That's a lot of rain.
All right, I've got context.
I'm getting a cold just watching this. This is Summer Rain by GFRIEND. If you're just joining us.
All right, context. The sample they're using is from Robert Schumann's Dichterlieb.
Ooh.
It's a German word, so if you want to look it up, it's Dichter. Opus 48, titled A Poet's Love. Very beautiful. I'm probably going to listen to that later. I think classical samples in K-pop is my favorite trope. My favorite of all the tropes.
What would also fall in line with
I-
a classic K-pop trope? Is there anything else?
You mean like classical sampling?
No. I'm saying what are other tropes in K? I mean, what are some other things that you would commonly see in K-pop, or maybe not as common?
I guess theremins now.
Theremins, yeah, apparently, yeah.
And
And water.
Yeah,
kind of-
honestly, like dance breaks in
Yeah.
water is a trope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of beat is this? Or like what kind of genre does this typically get associated? It's not New Jack Swing, unless it is.
I think
I
Yufil
don't
said. I think Yufil said Baroque.
Oh, that might be the piano sample, but the beat I think is New Jack Swing.
I think you might be
Let's
right.
see.
Yeah. I think you might.
1840 Baroque. I don't know the time periods all that well. Sure.
Yufil says New Jack Swing. Yep.
Okay, yeah. I like the New Jack Swing beat. That's another trope that I really like. This has a lot of really good tropes in it.
Is
I
the
like
trope
it.
song?
This is the good kind of
Water.
trope song. I think I'm finding that my favorite GFriend songs are the very emotional ones. I think they do a really good job in their
Yeah.
performance and their vocals, like outputting that emotion. I was not paying much attention to the music video, so if there was lore, I'm gonna need to rewatch it. But I was really enjoying what I was hearing, what I was feeling. I liked the more like modern dance style choreography, or maybe ballet style. Definitely fun. Very beautiful, especially when that viola came in, like
Ooh.
partially through the first part. interesting instrumentals, which I think we've noticed is like a trope or their own pattern that they're establishing in GFriend. Um, I want to hear more like this. Wish GFriend was still around.
Big sad.
Sad.
Big sad.
The song is definitely interesting. I don't know if I can agree 100% with you, Therese, on the whole classical sample thing. I typically don't. I typically don't like them. Just because a lot of times I feel like they, for no reason other than that, a lot of times they just don't sound right.
Okay.
Sometimes they do. They're definitely like definitely good examples. But there's also examples that I think were bad. This one I thought was actually the most interesting part of the song, though. I really think that I'm not exactly sure. It was like a piano, I guess, like an echoed, like reverb
Yeah,
piano or something they were
yeah.
using. Maybe even like music box or something. It was really interesting, like the dissonance and like sort of minor structure of that sample. I thought was super interesting, and something that we haven't heard in a GFriend song yet. And I think that it's something that kind of differentiates this song a little bit with their others that sort of would have a similar, might be hard to tell apart to somebody if it didn't have that sample to really like give it its own identity. So for that aspect, I thought that was really interesting, and I liked the song probably a bit more than I would if it didn't have that, because otherwise I think it would have kind of fallen flat a little bit for me. I did think there were some interesting instrumental choices. There was like that. I don't know if it's a theremin. Brandon says it's a theremin.
I'm just guessing. I would assume
it sounds
In
like
this
it sounds like one.
It sounds like one though. Yeah.
Yeah, like that appeared, and then you have like the sample. So I don't know. Some of the interesting instrumental choices were fun, but they weren't too. It didn't really sound like an advancement or like growth or departure from any of the previous GFriend stuff, other than that sample, which I think really like brought the song kind of up to par for me.
Mm-hmm.
I did really like Sinbi's vocals in this again. I think Unha started off the song
Nice.
sounding great. I think that I mentioned it earlier, but I've always associated her with having a really soft voice, especially watching Queendom and some of her stuff in VIVIZ. It's nice to hear like her progression as a vocalist.
Mm-hmm.
I think she I don't know if actually I don't really know in early GFriend if she was really recognized for her vocals. I know that now she is, but she's a great vocalist. I really enjoy her tone and what she brings to the group.
Agreed. I thought this one was interesting. I did not obviously know it was a sampled classical song. So I think No Set was the one who pointed it out in chat. So thank you for that. I did definitely appreciate like the piano styling now, knowing the context behind it. I thought that was really neat. I like how they incorporated it. There was like a moment where they had like this nice little like subtle saxophone section, which I was a little
Oh, I
surprised
think
about.
that was the viola.
Was it? Oh, was it viola? Okay.
I think so. It
All right,
sounded
well.
more like a viola than a saxophone, but I could be wrong.
Let me know.
I thought that it was a violin, but
Oh,
either way,
if
It's
it is a
deeper,
viola,
though,
if
which
it's
is
a
making
viola,
me think
it's a viola,
viola.
then Big Chef's Kiss, because I also enjoyed that a lot.
Nice.
As well as that, there was like this really interesting. I don't know if it was in the pre-chorus, but there is like this interesting layering of like electronic drums. It almost had like this like tom run of like stuff in the pre-chorus, which I thought was really interesting. And I enjoyed the bridge. I think that was probably the most standout part of the song to me, at least. I would also agree. Unhan's vocals, I liked her starting off the song. She's got like, again, that sort of airy, very like sugary kind of vocal styling. And obviously, I'm a huge fan of Yuju, and I think she did a great job on this song as well too. Yeah, I'm kind of middle of the road. I don't think that is a bad song, but I definitely can see, like, if I was listening to GFRIEND, I don't know if I would necessarily attribute this song to their styling, but again, maybe they might have songs that I might correlate to this one. But I do like the kind of minor tone. I feel like they have some songs where they have that, like, where they do the minor stuff and it's more emotional, it's more drawing, and then in this, inverse vein, I feel like they do the sugary kind of like light, like pop sort of stuff really well too. So I appreciate the fact that they are kind of multi-dimensional in that way of they can do the like really emotive stuff, but then also in the same point can have those really kind of like bubbly, summery sort of songs that, are also driving in that way too. They don't seem like they are a one-trick pony. So not to reference the horse thing again, but that was very cool.
More horse references.
Not horse. No, we don't need that. No, I don't need that. Anyway, I should have said that. Anyway, the next song we're gonna move on to is let's see here. Time for
the Moonlight.
Okay, cool.
Let's go.
Also, shout outs to Hyuki14 for the follow. Come join us in chat. You're really sick.
What's up?
떨려오는 별빛
I love this song.
반짝이는데 넌 어디를 보고 있는지 금방이라도 사라질 것 같은데 불을 켜줘 심장이 깜깜해
Oh, okay.
오늘도 기분은 시무룩해 너의 마음 안에 있는 내 모습은 내 맘 같지 않아 어느든 내 놓쳐버린 걸까 좋아하는 만큼 별은 떠오르고 여전히 나는 어쩔 줄 모르고 안개 속에 갇힌 그 말투 속에 담긴 도무지 알 수 없는 네가 생각나는 밤 떨려오는 별빛 반짝이는데 넌 어디를 보고 있는지 금방이라도 사라질 것 같은데 기다렸던 시간이 지나고 이제 보내줄 게 아냐 아직은 너를 내 방에 몰래 몰래 간직하고 싶은 빰빰빰빰빰
Ooh.
하늘을 날아 It's time for the moonlight 꿈속에서 너를 만나 열렬한 사랑 고백해볼까 창문 너머로 너를 계속 불러보고 있어 이렇게 너랑 나 우리 둘의 사이가 조금 더 좁혀지길 기대하고 싶은 밤 떨려오는 별빛 반짝이는데 넌 어디를 보고 있는지 금방이라도
Oh my god, she looked back. I thought this was gonna be another. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh well, I'm the ghost
What do
now,
you say,
guys.
Brandon?
I'm a ghost. I'm just like Unha. I'm the ghost. Ah, you gotta love it. Listen, I dubs in the chat for every time that I need to say something important. I am frozen. It's great.
The funny context behind this is right before we went live, Brandon's like, I figured out the freezing camera issue, guys.
I think I jinxed it for sure.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Ooh.
I'll never fix it. It's just gonna be a bit
Nope.
now.
Ever since Stacy, right?
Ever since Stacy has been fucked up, so you can thank Stacy
Alright.
for the love.
GFRIEND's Time for the Moon Night. I love this song. I think conventionally this is not the type of song that I normally like that much, but because I don't know really how to describe the chorus of this song. The song rolls right into the chorus, and not like an anti-drop kind of like roll into the chorus, but it keeps like a similar mood. It keeps a similar beat. Like it's very consistent. Like the drums sort of just has like a boom bap kind of thing. Like the whole
Yeah.
majority
Nice.
of the song.
Yeah.
It keeps a pretty consistent energy. For this song, I don't know why. I think it's the variations in the orchestral instruments and the other instrumentals that go on that really like
jazz.
break that. Yeah, that break that up. It really breaks that up for me and like helps it. Like it doesn't really need a different energy to like feel like it has its own different moving parts and like different sections. I don't know. I really enjoy the instrumental of the song entirely. I think it's like one of their best that I've heard at least. Also, you can't deny that like the whole second half of the song just goes crazy.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
vocals
Cooking.
are crazy. The beat's fun. Choreo's fun. I feel like this is just all around a good song, especially like for this style of. I think we've sort of established this sort of like GFRIEND sound, right? The kind of more simplistic drum rhythms, a lot of like orchestra stuff, live instruments, a lot of smooth or almost no transitions in some cases. So I just think this is like an example of like the best of all of that kind of accumulated. I think this song also maybe has like a little bit of bias or like a special place because I think this is the first GFRIEND song that I remember specifically like tuning into.
Oh.
Like
Wow.
the day it came out and watching like some like music show stuff because I remember I had been aware of them prior, but I wasn't really listening to that many different groups maybe around this time, or at least I wasn't like following GFRIEND very heavily at that time. So this is my first like core memory of like kind of diving into like a GFRIEND comeback. So
very nice. Therese, you want to go next?
Yeah, this is a freaking trip. I can't even focus on the fact that this is a K-pop song because I'm just hearing like an entire concert in my head. Not a K-pop concert, like a typical classical symphony orchestra concert. And it's way up my alley. My background's more in the symphonic orchestral music. This is like exactly what I would have listened to in high school, with a really cute pop beat along with it. It's kind of one of those, like, I can almost picture this being a High School Music production with like the chorus on stage and the orchestra behind them, and then like the jazz band in the pit. Like, they're all right. And now I'm like, man, if GFRIEND went on tour and didn't bring a whole orchestra, I'd be disappointed. I'd be so upset.
Honestly.
And I love that they love. Wait, I'm reading my note. I said they love those string section runs, and I love that they love them because I also love them.
Oh my god.
That's the note I wrote.
Oh my head. Fuck.
String section runs. String section runs.
Okay, there you go. Cleared it
They got
up for me.
a lot of runs in this, and they even have plucking too.
Yes.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Technique was on point.
Adding in that jazz section, like right at the beginning, like they do this like every time. They have the energy super high at first, and then they bring it down. They're like, but let's start here, and then build it back up again.
Yeah.
And it's so good.
It's a roller coaster. Yeah.
In the bridge, there was some like dissonance in the vocals that went hard. Like, oh man, it was like, if you don't know what dissonance is, it's basically when someone's playing a note and you expect to hear a different note alongside it, but it's not that note. It's like half a step lower, and it makes your brain go fuzzy.
Yeah. Note that sounds like it shouldn't have been there.
Shouldn't have been there.
Yeah, it sounds wrong.
Wrong note.
Sounds wrong in a good way. Back in the day, they would call that like they had like devil notes that you were not allowed to play in a church orchestra because they were afraid it would summon the devil.
Hey, hell yeah. I mean, oh, sorry.
Good stuff. My favorite kind of music.
Yeah.
Is devil. And then I also shouted out the unintentional Demon Slayer sweater. I don't know if you guys noticed that. There was a green sweater with black checkers on.
Demon Slayer mentioned. No, I'm kidding. Sorry. That was terrible.
Oh, this is my favorite for sure.
I love that. I wanted to give a shout out to Hyuki's said that I love the variety of changes that this song had. I would agree. And in fact, I think I'm gonna add on to that. Would agree, instrumentation goes crazy. I also really enjoyed that the way they stylized the vocals in this track. I think that they included a lot more like ensemble vocals, which is what Therese mentioned in a couple tracks before this. But I felt like this song had a noticeable amount of like vocal layering going on in it that I really enjoyed. And there were some really cool kind of like melodies mixed in along with just kind of the main melody, which I appreciated. I also really love the bridge of the song. I think that was probably the most standout part of the song to me, at least. It just has a really great movement to it, and I think it kind of again differentiates itself from the rest of the song, which was already great already, but I think it just adds to that extra level of flair. And again, I'm pretty sure Yuju is hitting the high notes in the bridge section as well. She crushed it. Oh man, that was some really strong vocals, and I think it just kind of again amplified this track even more so for me. This one's probably going to be amongst one of my favorites from GFRIEND for sure. Enjoyed the kind of the way that they meshed their love of like orchestral instrumentation and their love of like K-pop / pop music and just fused them together, you know. I felt like this one was the most thought out in terms of like we want to kind of combine these two elements, and I feel like they worked very well in tandem together. So yeah, this one's definitely amongst my favorites that we've listened to tonight. So very cool. Youthful says Yeren was crying with her Walkman for some reason, and then Unha was confused and alone again. Who knows?
Stop leaving Unha behind.
Damn.
You guys forgot her when you went to
justice
the
for
beach
Unha.
or something.
How could you forget her?
How could we forget her? We couldn't. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the next one here.
Cool. Here's
Flower
our first fun surprise of the stream.
Ooh.
Is we are getting into one of my favorite B-sides. This is a B-side from Time for the Midnight, and this is a live performance of it.
Oh shit! Let's go.
Excited.
All right.
It's off. Yeah, it's off of the same album from the song we just listened to.
Very nice. Very nice. Let's get into it.
The theremin.
Yeah.
내 마음 깊은 곳에 기억 잡혀는 심장
Yes, beautiful Flower Garden.
느껴져도 가깝다고 아련한 기억에 좋았던 순간에 우리 함께였던 시간에 마법처럼 돌아갈 수만 있다면 널 만날 수 있을까 피어지는 계절의 꽃 우리의 꿈이 남겨진 아름다운 꽃처럼 비바람 몰아쳐 한 번쯤 와본대도 여기 내밀어서 잡으면 놀라지 말길 우리의 꿈 같은 꽃잎 날이걸 아름답게 피어올라 시간의 파도가 거세도 절대 시들지 않는 꽃이 되어 지켜줄게 영원하다고 세상의 모든 꿈들이 아름다운 꽃잎처럼 여기는 손을 잡고 언젠가 세상을 비출 너와 내가 피워낸 꿈들 놀라지 말길 우리의 꿈 같은 꽃잎이 날리면
All right, that was
That's me
Flower
here
Garden.
screeching in the
that
crowd.
was me.
That was Flower Garden from GFRIEND. So if you're just tuning in,
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have to sit on this one too long. I just thought it is a worthwhile song to check out. It's very fun. It's different, I think, from what we've heard so far. I think the vocals for this live stage in general are immaculate. They're
Mhm.
so good live and like great performers. I mean, the choreo was they're not lacking in the choreo, and you heard the live vocals.
yeah. Woo!
It's just
Cooking
a
it.
super impressive performance and a really fun song. I love the delay that hits every time when that chorus comes in, like the little pause before the vocal
Oh, yeah.
before
Oh,
like
yeah.
that hit comes in on the chorus. I think that's a really nice choice, production choice.
Yeah. I will say I also enjoyed the like oohs and ahs that they had kind of like layered in the background as well. I think it adds to that like again that textural element of the track. But yeah, it was really impressive to see how good their choreography was and also how like vocally proficient they are as well. Because I think when we do these deep dives and stuff, it's a little bit interesting to kind of put it in context in a live. And most times I go and listen to stuff afterwards, but I felt like within this segment I was able to see that they were not only able to crush the choreo but also be able to sing like super well on top of that. So yeah, that was cool. Definitely W choice for Alex. Certainly would agree. Therese, you have any thoughts?
Yeah, I had to go into the Spotify song because I was sure that I was hearing like a church bell song or like I don't know how to pronounce it. Carry on? And I thought it might have just been like a trick of the stage, but no, they for sure have some church bells in here and it kind of goes hard.
That's dope.
I recommend checking it out. This is just making me more and more invested in GFRIEND and their instrumentation and like who is composing these tracks. Like they have to be doing
Something now. Yeah.
movie soundtracks or something as well.
yeah, honestly.
I'm in love. I love it. I love to find more modern composers. It was really weird seeing them in the stage with like fully black leather outfits.
It was,
That's
yeah.
not what I would have expected, but they looked very mature and they slayed, of course.
They did slay.
The choreography was really fun and nice to watch. This is a really fun song. I'm glad we got to watch them perform live.
Did they ever perform here in the States? Does anyone know?
They did KCON.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. like 20 God, I don't know, 2016 or 2018 or
Okay.
something.
Wasn't sure. I was just asking.
I don't think they ever did a
Like a tour.
US tour though.
Okay. Interesting. Well, hopefully, I did see in chat that that they potentially are having like a 10-year anniversary at the beginning of next year. I think so.
That'd be
That'd
amazing.
be cool. That'd
So
be
I
great.
don't know if maybe we'll get something. So we'll
And
see.
and yeah, VVZ is touring in the US coming up now. You should go.
Woo!
It's with Leo Presents, which is a great touring company.
We didn't pay. We
that
didn't get paid to
has
say
done
that.
no, not paid, but
Not
happy
paid.
to support.
Yes,
I
they're
think
great.
one of the only like good faith K-pop like tour companies right now that's like doing, I think, like really good pricing, really good benefits and routing, and bringing groups to a lot of cities that they don't usually get to. So I'm sure everybody that's here for GFRIEND or VVC is already probably going if they're coming to your city. But if you're here and you didn't know about it, you should go check it out because I think it's really affordable. I think it's like $40 or $50 to get in.
Yeah.
Definitely recommend.
And if you come into Philly, let us know.
Unrelated. I mean, related to when I was looking at the composer, No Juhwan and Lee Wonjong are listed in the wiki for GFRIEND as composers and arrangers.
Okay.
The string arranger is Kim Baro. I tried looking up No Juhwan and Lee Wonjong on like through all wikis, and I don't know if this is a coincidence, but the first thing that popped up that I recognized other than the GFRIEND songs was Boys Over Flowers. Which I don't, you probably don't know this, Brandon, but this is like an iconic K-drama, and the intro song is Almost Paradise, and it's such a meme song that I can't take it seriously.
Okay.
Hilarious. Anyway.
I'll have to listen to the intro song now and decipher it.
Also, if anyone's going to the VVZ stop in Philadelphia, I'll probably be there.
I will also probably be there. So come hang out. We would love to see you.
Yeah.
Very cool. I agree with I think NoSet put it in the chat that this sounds like an anime ending song, and I couldn't agree more. So
all of the songs.
All of the songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very anime ending. Love it. Gondo says, Therese, can we get a K-drama live stream since Alex is doing the survival show long stream?
Yeah, come on, Therese.
If I had more time in the day.
Listen, what are you talking about? Honestly. I'm the one who has to be in
you're doing all
these.
Of it.
I'm doing all of it.
This is your channel though.
Hey, listen, I'll do the K-drama shit. Maybe it'll be fun.
I have tried rewatching Boys Over Flowers. It did not age well. You're just over here like, why are all these boys bullying this poor girl?
I'm not forced into it, Gondo. I do it under my own volition, but it is fun. So
also, like, we can't. Well, it'd be like a Twitch exclusive, but there's some things that we can't stream because like we can't screen share a lot of streaming platforms.
Oh, yeah.
Like I would love to do one on Hotel de Luna.
Same. I would do that with
man.
you. I've watched that show 3 times, and I will watch it a 4th.
Damn.
I literally watch it when I go to sleep sometimes. It's like right next to Violet Evergarden. It just
I love Violet.
You have to do it.
Evergarden.
You have to do it after IU though.
Yeah. We gotta do IU.
We had to do IU. Yeah, I was gonna say that's coming up hot soon. Anyway, yeah, big shout outs to Violet Evergarden. If you haven't watched that anime, go watch it. I cried many times. Anyway,
it's a crier.
It's a crier. Speaking about crying, will this next song make me cry? I don't know, but it is called
Sunny Summer.
Sunny Summer.
Not.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
If I cry in this song, I'm gonna be so mad.
Not to spoil anything, but I like this song. If you couldn't tell by the thumbnail
what?
and the name.
Wait, summer song. Okay, well, I think we're gonna have to listen to it just to make sure. You know, we gotta find out for science sake.
Oh my god, these are cute shirts. a party trick.
Wait, it's the end? Okay, cool. I just didn't know. Now I know. So,
I like that fanning ending pose.
Yeah, that's
there we go.
on point.
Well, this is Sunny Summer. If you're just joining us right now. Very nice.
Classic summer song. Let's go.
Tell us all about it, Alex.
Yeah, come on, fill us in.
I love that now, like listening to their discography in order. This is our first taste at like title track, like funk groove summer song. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely not the same. I think that they have had songs previously that seem more like summer songs or songs that are like lighter. But this one is like I think what we're more used to in terms of like the instrumental of a summer song. It's got more of like that funk rhythm kind of going on, and like the orchestra hits, like those brass hits and stuff that we're used to. The outfits, obviously, the stages, the sets are all obviously very, very summer, very fun, very light. I've always just liked the song. I just thought it was very bright, fun. I'm a summer song fan typically, like 99% of the time. So
Wow.
can't really miss on the summer songs too much for me. I really liked Simbi's vocals in this a lot. I think she has like silver hair in this, or like grayish hair or something. That looks great. This is also the song that some people pointed out in chat or noticed in chat where they all mention their names in the lyrics if you're listening for it.
Nice.
So yeah, fun little,
Easter egg
if you're listening for it.
Nice. Therese, you want to go next?
Sure. Main takeaway, I really want that like drippy rainbow shirt that I think I think it was was wearing.
I might have to look now.
If you go to the very first like 04 seconds where they're all sitting at the table.
Okay. It's most replayed.
Far left shirt.
Yeah,
far left shirt.
What's the fandom name for GFRIEND?
I have no idea.
Oh, buddies.
Oh, that's
yeah.
cute. I like that.
Buddies in the comments.
Buddies.
Find me that shirt.
Oh!
I want it so bad.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
Good luck.
It's probably
sure.
like $500. I don't know.
It's probably more than that now.
Yeah. I think this is one of my favorite, like, across all the K-pop music videos. This is one of my favorite, like, hanging out music videos where you're just hanging out with the members, you're having a good time,
Yep.
you're singing a summer song. I really loved in the bridge when they were doing like a karaoke booth moment back and forth. That was so cute.
Oh, yeah, that was cute. Yeah, I did like that.
All in all, like a very cute, very relatable video. With some very strange things in between, like someone tying a cherry knot in their mouth and it coming out a diamond. So that was cool. I wish I
Wow.
could do that.
I would love to
This
produce
is more
diamonds.
of a this is more of a personality lore video.
Yes, personality lore.
Personality
lore.
lore. What's your hidden talent? It's
Oh,
gonna show
you
up in
didn't know the
K-pop.
personality lore of GFRIEND? I also don't understand why they were being dragged across the floor, but that was cute. With like the paint streaks.
That would be a first, I think. I like when they got dragged across the floor.
Either way, all very relatable instances.
Ooh, also, shout out Asian Boy Wonder. Thanks for the prime.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Thanks for
Much
the
love.
subscription.
Get some cool
So-
emotes now.
Yeah, solid summer song. Sunny summer song.
Sunny summer song.
Gonna go buy some cherries soon.
What, so you can produce diamonds?
Maybe if I practice enough, I don't know.
Who knows? Let us know. Therese is gonna give us a day-by-day update on this, so we're gonna find out. We'll let you know in next
Day
week's
one of trying
episode.
to
Live
Live
streaming,
stream.
live streaming, tying cherry in my mouth until I produce a diamond.
Oh my god. Anyway, I love this song. I enjoyed the like really trebly, very like single coily guitar work that is used in this song. Very reminiscent of, if people know this artist, Corey Wong does a lot of that sort of styling in his music. So if you like that, then you'll definitely like Corey Wong. Go give him a shout outs. But as well as that, I also enjoyed the synth in this song. It was very subtly used, but I like the little different textural elements that it plays in the song. It does add that sort of differentiation. And I think it also does a really great job of kind of keeping the song still like light and fun, but also kind of adding something different that is like different than the drums or like different than the bass work or guitar work conversely. So really enjoyed that. The pre-chorus was really sick in this song that I really enjoyed. I think it even goes into a little bit of like a halftime section, which is really interesting. And then lastly, the chorus was really earwormy. I love that. And I also appreciate like the beginning part of that chorus where they kind of do like the vocal like dissonance a little bit, where they kind of like bend down and bend back up again.
Yeah.
I thought that was really, really interesting. And I would hope that possibly they would continue doing that maybe in more songs, but I'm not entirely sure if that's the case. But really differentiated that song. And I think it also acts as a really nice placeholder to kind of differentiate where the pre-chorus and the chorus line up. So thought that was great. So I don't know who did the vocals for that first part of the chorus, but big salutes to them. They were great. Yeah, overall, can't complain with a good summer song. So we vibing. So very nice, very nice. All right, the next one we have on our list here.
And this
Looks
is
to
going to be
be-
our last one for the night.
Ooh,
Aw.
damn.
I think this is based on the songs we have. I think this is the halfway point
Oh,
after this song, and I think it's the perfect song to end on for where we go moving forward.
okay. Very nice. All right. Well, our last one for the evening is Sunrise. So let's get into it.
어젯밤 꿈을 꿨다. 함께 할 수 있는 시간이 짧았을 뿐, 우리는 서로 떨어져 있는 게 아니었다. 맞지 맞지 나 그런 거 맞지 세상 모든 빛들이 쏟아진 거야 또 무슨 일이 일어날지 알고 싶은데 저기 해야 날 봐야 내가 볼 확실한 미래마저 조금씩 더 가까워져 잡으려 할수록 멀어지고 있어 잔뜩 겁이 나서 나서 기다리고 있을게 타는 심장이 버티지 못해 나를 전부 다 보낼게 그래야 네가 떠오를 수 있게 더 이상 불러봤자 아무리 그래봤자 조금도 꿈쩍하지 않잖아 됐어 이제 그만 꿈에서 깨어나 아무것도 모른 척 하지 말아줘 네 생각을 켜놓은 채 잠이 들어도 어차피 아무 일도 일어나지 않아 저기 해야 날 봐야 내가 볼 확실한 미래마저
That's so on.
조금씩 더 가까워져 잡으려 할수록 멀어지고
Maybe I'm wrong.
있어 잔뜩 겁이 나서 기다리고 있을게 타는 심장이 버티지 못해 나를 전부 다 보낼게 그래야 네가 떠오를 수 있게 해 기억 속에서 널 기억해 잠시만 내 얘기를 들어줘 네가 필요해 다 와가잖아 대체 언제 어둠 속을 벗어나게 할 거야 차디찬 찰나란
Ah! Key change! Let's go!
절대 돌아가지 않을 거야 나를 붙잡아줘 이다시 시작하길 기다리고 있어 처음부터 마지막까지 네 맘을 알고 싶어져
Ooh, nice. Oh. God damn.
Wow. Wow.
All right, if you're just joining us for our final song, it is Sunrise from GFRIEND.
Man, you just witnessed the vocal powerhouse
God.
Yeah,
come out in
for
the end here.
real.
Cooking.
Yeah, I mean, vocals at the end. Gando mentioned it's Yuju, Sinbi, and then Yunha, all really popping off. I especially love that power in Yunha's vocals. That end part there, sounds so good. The song is. It starts off, I think, pretty unassuming, and I think it does a really good job of like building and expanding, and until you get to the end where it's just like you feel like you're just being like shaken. You have like all these key changes and the vocals start popping off, and then another member comes and the vocals pop off and they get even crazier. The song just feels like an absolute like trip all the way to the end, where it's like it doesn't, the energy slowly rises and slowly rises, and at the end it's just like nonstop until like very like last
It's a lift
note.
off, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very deceptive track, I think, based on the introduction to it, which is
Agreed.
why I think it is one of my favorites from them.
Ooh.
I can definitely understand. The ending there felt like if you go on a drop tower and you're waiting at the top for the drop, and they do like the little adjustment movement where you're like, is this it? Is this it? Oh! um, it was very much that feeling. Lots of free falling. Um, all of the same good GFRIEND instrumental comments enter here. I like their little piano playing video. I don't know if that was one of the members playing the piano, but I like being able to see the music or
It seems
see
like
the
a
instrument as it's
couple.
playing.
I think a couple of different members were playing at some point. I'm not sure if that
Nice,
was
nice.
Hmm.
them actually playing or if it's just supposed to.
I wonder if they know how to play or if it's like one of those things where if you find a piano, you play the one song you know.
That's
um,
true. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed Unha and Unji at least on the piano. Maybe other members were as well, but that's who I noticed.
Very cool. It's very emotional, which I
Mm.
found out was one of my favorite qualities of the GFriend songs I like. But yeah, this is a Yuju song for me. This is like
Yeah.
90% her vocals just shining through. It's so apparent.
Yeah,
And thank God that they gave her a song like this to work with.
I mean, as much as I agree, it's definitely like a Yuju strong song. I think that the song also, like one of its strongest qualities is that it gives so many other members a really good chance to shine the vocals
Agreed.
because
Yeah.
I think up until now it really has been a lot of like Yuju solely carrying those belts and those like vocal runs at the end. I also really liked Sowon's vocals.
Ooh.
And this,
Mm.
I noticed her. She didn't have as much of a part at the end, but she had some great vocal parts towards the beginning, middle section of the song. So strong overall.
Yeah.
Very, very, very cool. I guess I'll go next. Piano work. This is my comments here. Piano work goes off. I will say piano work. 10 out of 10. Love that. There is some interesting like staccatoed violin parts in I think the first part of the first chorus, last part. So I really enjoyed that. And as well as that, there was some really cool like rhythm changes throughout the song, which I think adds to a lot of great movement to the track. And I think they do a really great job of that. I'm glad that they are continuing on with that sort of like styling. The bridge was great up until, and that was going to be my favorite part up until we got to the ending of the song, which massively blew the bridge out of the water for me. So that ending part, especially with that like key change into the last chorus, and then having not only Yuju, Simbi, and Unha doing like those crazy vocal like ad libs, runs, stuff like that. I think it just added to that like extra, like grandioseness of the track. So would probably agree with Alex. This is amongst my favorites that we have listened to from GFriend. But yeah, I think this one in terms of instrumentation had me the most excited. I think the way that they kind of again arranged it out, and it had just a great storyline to it in terms of like the way it was built out. So yeah, I thought this one was really fantastic, and I'm excited to get into more from them because I know we probably have I don't know how many more GFriend songs in terms of this list before we get into.
Well, I'll actually go through what we have coming up next just to give people in the comments who are leaving recommendations or pointing out anything we miss or anything, just
Yeah.
so you know what we're getting into next time. So when we return, we're going to come back with Fever
Oh.
and then Crossroads, absolute hit. And then we have the B-side Labyrinth performance of that.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Apple. And then we are finishing off GFriend with a ballad, my favorite of their ballads, called Stairs in the North.
Okay, cool. Love a ballad.
I'm sorry, and then Mago.
And Mago
is the
okay,
is the final song from GFriend.
very sick.
From there we get into VIVIZ with their debut Bop Bop, and then Love Aid, Rum Pum Pum, Pull Up, Maniac, and Untie. So that
Okay.
is the list for next stream.
Very cool. And we bundled these to BBG. Do you know why? So is there members from GFriend that are in this group?
Oh, yeah. Do we address
Yes.
that?
Oh, I have no idea. That's why I just that.
Yeah, I think I already mentioned that earlier. Yeah.
Oh,
Is
okay.
it a spoiler? Okay, I'll. If
No,
not,
I mean
If it
no,
was
we
mentioned
talked about it.
earlier.
That's why they're included in
They're
the same playlist. Three of
yeah.
the members from GFriend are VVZ.
Okay.
So VVZ is only a 3-member group. It is
Okay.
Sinbi, Nunha, and MG from GFriend.
Interesting. Okay.
Yep.
Very interesting. Well, someone wants to fill me in on what happened, then I'm sure I'll check out the comments because I always do. So.
I'll fill you in behind the scenes.
Okay.
It's,
Or
yeah, it's
whatever.
not really too much of a what happened.
Okay. Very nice. Well, thank you for joining us for GFriend. We'll have some more GFriend songs on the next stream, which will be the following Wednesday. So if you're joining us for that, very cool. As well as that Friday, we are doing yet another episode of Island 2. I forgot to make a post saying that the old episode that we did is in the Google Drive link. So go check that out if you feel so inclined to. And then I don't know what we have after this in terms of I know
Yeah.
we are building up to BTS month, which is gonna go hard. So if you need to join
sure.
that, come hang out. It's gonna be very dope. I'm excited.
The boy group poll is definitely leaning towards Shiny and Hypens. You know, they're pulling up.
Really close behind.
So
It might be shiny, yeah. It's basically a 2-horse
knows?
race right now.
I don't want to jump the gun or anything, but I do have a playlist for Shiny ready.
okay.
Yes, Youthful. We are getting into the members individually so that it's easier to reference them as we continue on. Truthfully. It'll be
That's
kind
fair.
of out of chronological order, but I feel like it makes sense.
Yeah,
Very
interesting
cool.
way to do it. As far as other stuff, we probably need to do a wheel stream.
Yeah, we do.
Maybe next week we can do that, like Monday or something. Squeeze it in.
Yeah. Why not?
Maybe next week will be a 3-stream week. I can't think of anything else. If you're catching up on Island, we have a Google Drive or something that has all the VODs. We might be working on. We're not sure. We're still talking about like setting up a Patreon to host all that kind of stuff because the Google Drive links expire and it's kind of hard to organize it all and keep people up to date and like current with the stuff. So that might be a thing just to give people access to all the VODs and stuff in one place. People don't really like. Yeah,
We might do that actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll log behind
We'll see.
just a $1 paywall. So if you want to support us, then we'll find out.
I try to tell people in YouTube comments, just come watch live with us and nothing will be
Add
muted.
anime.
Because, oh my God, no.
I don't know if
I don't
you,
even know what
I'm
anime
really
is
only
relevant now.
I'm only watching like music anime. So shout outs to
Music
K-On.
anime.
Yeah, shout outs to
Oh,
K-On,
okay.
Bochi the
classic.
Rock. You know,
The
love them.
classic.
Big salutes. Love those shows.
Agretzko.
Agretzko, yeah.
Counts.
Yep, pretty much, yeah. All of them. Love it. But yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll keep you all posted on that. But yeah, possibly a wheel Monday. So if you want to come join us, that would be really sick. And if you have been in chat with us, you do get channel points, which you can redeem to put said thing on our wheel. So if you hang out.
If we're doing a stream on Monday for the wheel, get your submissions in either this stream, the end of this stream, or Friday's Island 2 stream, because it will be cut off on Monday once the wheel stream starts. So if you have points you want to use them. You can even use them in offline chat when we're not even live. I'll still see it. So
Yeah, we'll see it. So come hang out. We'd love to have you. We haven't done a I know we haven't done a wheel one in like probably
long
close to a
time.
month. Yeah,
it's
probably
been
close.
it's been a while. We have a lot to
We
catch
have
up
a
on.
lot to catch up on.
Damn it.
So, all right, cool. Well, if that hasn't enlisted people to go add more songs to the wheel, then hopefully this will. Guys, have a great rest of your day or night wherever you are. Thank you for joining us. If you're watching us here on YouTube, make sure to give us a subscribe. If you're here on Twitch, give us a follow, or if you really want to sub, that would be really, really cool. But yeah, very, very excited to continue doing this almost an entire year, which is kind of wild to me. So thank you for continuing on with this. It's been an absolute blast. So love the community, and we'll catch you on Friday for Island 2 if you come join us. So have a good night.
Yep.
Bye.
Later.